Human beings are rational, and rational people are capable of choosing what's best for themselves. Since the Renaissance, through the scientific revolution, we've trusted human reason. But at some point, this stopped being a goal and quietly became a definition. But here's the uncomfortable part. If that's true, why do humans keep messing up in such predictable ways? When this clip is over, we want you to walk away with 3 things. First, the ability to see what's actually shaping your choices. Defaults, placement, friction, the invisible structure. Second, tools you can use immediately. Changing the default, adjusting friction, automating in advance. Third, a way to tell the difference between a nudge and manipulation. So transparency, easy exit, verification. We want you to take these skills with you. Let's test the opening sentence. Are we rational? You walk into a shopping center and you see earphones. Retail price $390, but special price today $199. Feels cheap. But maybe the fair price was $120 all along. But that first number you saw already set your internal scale. That's anchoring. Another one. 90% survival rate, 10% mortality rate. Same information, but different emotional response. That's framing. So maybe we're not entirely purely rational agents. Maybe we're rational within frames. Classical economics took that rational human idea seriously. If people are rational, then limit government intervention, trust individual choice. Small government, strong belief in personal decision making. Even after financial crisis shook confidence, liberalism's core belief remained: respect choice. Nudge doesn't reject freedom. It just inserts a sentence in the middle of it. People aren't consistently rational. Their rationality depends on context. That changes things. We move between 2 systems. First system, automatic, fast, effortless, but bias prone. Second system, slow, deliberate, requires energy. And most of our daily life runs on the first system. So anchoring, unrealistic optimism. Are we fine? Loss aversion. Losing $10 hurts more than gaining $10 feeling good. Status quo bias. You keep paying for the subscription because cancelling feels like effort. Framing. Free shipping makes you buy what you didn't need. At this point, someone says, fine, then educate people better. But here's where nudge goes further. The real issue is that big decisions don't get practice. The most important decisions in your life, for example, retirement, insurance, health, debt, you don't get to rehearse them. You don't get feedbacks. You don't get multiple trials. And you live busy lives. Today's modern life takes enough energy just to maintain itself. So when big choices appear, System 2 is often exhausted. And important choices are made by your automatic self. What do we mean by this? For example, we look at retirement savings and we just say, I'll set it up someday. Health checkups, I'm probably fine. Insurance, too complicated. Cancelling subscriptions, do it next month. Credit rollovers, just this one time. And that just once becomes structure. Now here's the shift. Same world, 4 lenses. And depending on which lens we look at this from, the problem looks different, and therefore the solution looks different as well. So first lens, the human lens. Important decisions reveal the automatic human. The issue isn't that people are bad. It's that our brains evolved for efficiency and not spreadsheets. 11 p.m. we open our delivery app. In the morning we thought, I'm going to go on a diet. But at night, I'm tired, hungry, and I want immediate reward. So it's the second system that's left our minds. Health check reminder. You know it matters, but automatically you say, I'm okay. Tax refunds. You think you'll get your money back. But today's inconvenience feels heavier than future gain. The more important the decision, the more automatic we become. So what are practical tools? For example, create forbidden time zones. You can say, no big decisions after 10 p.m. Second, turn important areas into checklists, not moods. Third, pre-commit. Don't intend. Schedule. Because your brain isn't a conference room. It's closer to a convenience store. Expecting boardroom behavior from it is usually a big mistake. Second lens is the environment lens. We don't just choose, we respond to placement. There is no neutral design. Healthy food at eye level, you take it. Fried food first, you take that. Candy next to the cashier, put it in the basket. Autoplay on streaming platforms, you didn't choose the next episode, you didn't stop. Free shipping over $50, now shipping feels like a loss. Great decisions emerge when they become easy defaults. So what are some practical tools? Move harmful habits farther away, move helpful habits closer, and turn off autoplay and unnecessary notifications. This isn't weakness, but it's energy management. Third lens, the policy lens. Defaults are never neutral. People follow defaults, partly because of effort, but also because defaults look like normal. Retirement opt-in, many won't join. Automatic enrollment with opt-out, many stay. Same people, but different structure. Organ donation systems show the same effect. Tax refunds or benefits that require complex steps lose participants, not because people disagree, but because friction wins. The person who sets the default shapes the outcome. So perhaps we can ask ourselves 3 questions. 1, what is a default? 2, how hard is it to change? And 3, who benefits from this structure? Perhaps after that, freedom of choice sounds more complicated. Fourth lens, the ethical lens. Nudge versus sludge. Nudge is often described as libertarian paternalism, respect freedom, but guide behavior gently. The danger? You can slide into sludge, intentional friction. Signing up, one click. Cancellation, phone call, waiting, persuasion. That's not guidance. That's retention architecture. Pre-checked add-ons, hidden unsubscribe buttons, irreversible feeling processes. The problem isn't intervention, it's legitimacy. So we need to ask ourselves, is it transparent? Can we exit easily? Is it tested and corrected? Without these, choice becomes a technical term, not a real one. So, what did nudge give me? 3 things. First, vision. My decisions aren't pure willpower. They're shaped by defaults, placement, friction. Second, designing skills. Instead of trying to be stronger, I redesign my environment. Third, defense. I can distinguish help from manipulation. Nudge doesn't replace freedom. It acknowledges we're busy, limited, imperfect, and asks, what if we design systems that help the imperfect human do slightly better? So, final question. Where do you draw the line between help and manipulation? And what's one piece of sludge you've personally experienced? Let's start there.